Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Ava gets blamed for Sonny's med tampering. Morgan mistake comes back to haunt General Hospital. Spoilers reveal that Ava Jerome's Mora West behavior has been causing confusion for plenty of fans. It's obvious that Ava is manipulating Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bennard on some level, like when she hid Sonny's phone so that she could be the one to deliver the news about Dante Falconeri Dominic Zamprogna being awake. Ava has also been serving Sonny alcohol and acting like she's the only one he can count on, so there's definitely some scheming going on. That's led to speculation that Ava might be working with Valentine Cassadine James Patrick Stewart. But a new development in GH's April 10 episode could be a game changer. Ava went rummaging in Sonny's bathroom and took some of his meds in hopes of causing drowsiness. Since the pills didn't do anything, Ava found herself wondering what they were even good for. It's clear that Ava has no idea that Sonny's medication is being tampered with, so that's important to note. It's possible Valentine just hasn't told Ava that part, or maybe Ava has her own personal agenda that has nothing to do with Valentine at all. Regardless, it was an odd writing choice for Ava to throw back Sonny's prescription to help her sleep. It was a rather contrived move that was meant to set up her discovery of the weak meds. Of course, there could be another intention behind having Ava do something so ridiculous. Now that Ava's been in Sonny's pill stash and has left her fingerprints all over the bottle, trouble could be brewing. That's especially true since Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, Dante, and others around town are growing more suspicious of Ava. Will Ava end up getting blamed for tampering with Sonny's meds since Ava messed with Morgan Corinthos Brian Craig bipolar medication in the past? That mistake could certainly come back to haunt her. Even if Ava tries to alert Sonny to his weak meds herself, Christina might accuse her of trying to play the hero and pull Sonny closer. Our predictions hint that it could seem like Ava's setup, and Valentine may be all too eager to let Ava take the fall. General Hospital spoilers say Ava could land in a tight spot any way you slice it, so stay tuned for updates on the dramatic fallout ahead. CDLS where you want to be for exciting General Hospital spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so make us your favorite GH hotspot. The corridors of General Hospital buzzed with the usual frenetic energy, a symphony of hurried footsteps and whispered conversations. Among the white-coated doctors and nurses, Ava Jerome moved with purpose, her heels clicking against the sterile floors. But today, the air crackled with an undercurrent of tension, a storm brewing beneath the surface of routine. Ava's emerald eyes darted around, sensing the weight of scrutiny upon her. It wasn't unusual for her to be the center of attention. She was, after all, the enigmatic Ava Jerome, a woman with a past as dark as the shadows that haunted her. But this scrutiny felt different, sharper, like daggers aimed directly at her soul. She approached the nurses' station, where Elizabeth Weber stood, her expression a mixture of concern and suspicion. Ava braced herself, knowing that whatever awaited her would not be pleasant. "Ms. Jerome," Elizabeth began, her voice tight with barely concealed accusation, "we need to talk." Ava's heart skipped a beat, her mind racing to anticipate the impending confrontation. She had always been a master of manipulation, a mistress of deception, but even she knew that her secrets had a way of catching up to her. "What's this about?" Ava asked, feigning innocence, though her eyes betrayed a hint of apprehension. "It's about Sonny Corinthos," Elizabeth replied, her gaze piercing through Ava's carefully constructed facade. "He's been experiencing unexpected complications with his medication, complications that seem eerily similar to those Morgan faced before his tragic death." Ava's breath caught in her throat, the weight of Elizabeth's words crashing down upon her like a tidal wave. She had thought she had buried the truth about Morgan's death deep beneath layers of lies and deceit, but now it seemed that her past sins had come back to haunt her in the most unforgiving of ways. "I don't know what you're insinuating, Elizabeth," Ava said, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and defiance. "But I had nothing to do with Sonny's medication." Elizabeth arched an eyebrow, unconvinced by Ava's protestations. "Forgive me if I find that hard to believe, especially considering your history with the Corinthos family." Ava swallowed hard, her mind racing as she struggled to maintain her composure in the face of mounting suspicion. She had always been a survivor, a woman who knew how to navigate the treacherous waters of Port Charles with cunning and guile. But now, faced with the possibility of being held accountable for Sonny's suffering, she found herself teetering on the edge of a precipice, her past sins threatening to consume her whole. As Ava grappled with her inner demons, a figure emerged from the shadows, his presence sending a shiver down her spine. It was Nicholas Cassadine, her estranged husband and a man with his own dark secrets to keep. "Nicholas," Ava greeted him, her voice strained with uncertainty. "What are you doing here?" Nicholas regarded her with a mixture of pity and contempt, his blue eyes flashing with an intensity that made Ava's blood run cold. "I heard about Sonny's condition," he said, his voice dripping with disdain. "And I couldn't help but wonder if perhaps you had a hand in it." Ava recoiled at the accusation, her heart pounding in her chest as she struggled to maintain her composure in the face of Nicholas' relentless scrutiny. She had thought she could trust him, thought that their shared history of betrayal and deceit would bind them together in mutual understanding. But now, it seemed that Nicholas had chosen to align himself with her enemies, leaving Ava to fend for herself in a world that had turned against her. "I had nothing to do with Sonny's condition," Ava insisted, her voice tinged with desperation. "You have to believe me." Nicholas regarded her with a coldness that cut to the bone, his gaze betraying none of the warmth or affection that had once drawn Ava to him like a moth to a flame. "I don't know what to believe anymore, Ava," he said, his voice icy with contempt. "But one thing's for certain, if you're responsible for Sonny's suffering, there will be hell to pay." With those ominous words hanging in the air like a dark cloud, Nicholas turned on his heel and disappeared into the depths of the hospital, leaving Ava alone to confront the demons that threatened to consume her whole. As Ava stood there, her world crumbling around her, she knew that she was running out of time. She had spent her life weaving a web of lies and deception, believing that she could outsmart fate and evade the consequences of her actions. But now, faced with the possibility of losing everything she held dear, Ava realized that there was no escaping the truth, no hiding from the sins of her past. With a heavy heart and a resolve born of desperation, Ava set out to uncover the truth behind Sonny's mysterious illness, determined to prove her innocence and clear her name once and for all. But as she delved deeper into the shadows that lurked beneath the surface of Port Charles, Ava knew that the path to redemption would be fraught with peril and that the ghosts of her past would stop at nothing to drag her down into the abyss. And so, with the weight of the world upon her shoulders and the specter of her own guilt looming large, Ava Jerome embarked on a journey into the heart of darkness, knowing that only by confronting her demons head-on could she hope to find the redemption she so desperately sought.